Black Friday sale tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. EST. As soon as Market Watch kicks off in the morning, you guys will get a very nice treat. Also, I think we're going to spoil some things later tonight. So, I know it's happy Thanksgiving time for everybody. Hope you guys are having a good rest of your day. And as always, I hope you enjoy a nice little discussion brought to you by moi. Now let's get into this, shall we? Very fun dragon, VFD. Does it deserve a ban? Does Zexal deserve a ban? I purposely didn't talk about these on yesterday's ban list discussion because I left these alone for another video. So, are they worthy of getting the axe? Oh, baby, you have no idea. I've been running a crusade against Very Fun Dragon, or True King of All Calamities, as most normal people would know about this card by its real name. So, Very Fun Dragon has been around for a little while. We talked about last time, well, really the last time this card was of interest on this channel was, Frightfur. I remember my comment section telling me, Frightfur do other things and they don't need to make VFD. Alright, making True King of All Calamities is bad. And I've also got other people out here in my comment section that are like, I don't want to make VFD, alright? I want my opponent to have the chance to play the game. That's not how this works, alright? When you have cards like the True King of All Calamities that exist in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, the competitive scene is going to use it. Alright? I don't care if you want to watch your opponent squirm or if you want your opponent to get the chance to play the game. That's fine. You do you, alright? You're allowed to play the game however you see fit. But if you're telling me to not play True King of All Calamities, when True King of All Calamities is the most optimal way to do it, you're wrong. Alright? I'm sorry. Optimization is something that the competitive player base thrives on. And for players to be like, no, VFD's not broken. Yeah, there's people out there like that. Now, recently, we've had this whole resurgence of True King of All Calamities Turbo. Alright? What a shocker. Virtual World can make 2 True King of All Calamities. The first one stops the Nibiru. Alright? That's cute. Alright, so you're telling me that we can jam out the opponent, and then you have the trap to pop it. Alright, so you make 2 of these things. Now, I've heard the crusade over here from people going, well, just put it to 1, alright? You don't need multiples of it, alright? It's not fair that decks can make multiple of it. Guys, I understand that the casual and the intermediate players look at True King of All Calamities. Some people don't understand why it's good. Some people are like, I wouldn't play that. I have too much dignity in this game. Nobody cares. Alright? Like I said, you're entitled to your opinions, but when it comes to the competitive player base is looking at this card right now, and they're going, alright, well, it comes in cycles. Yes, it does. And that's what you kind of notice about competitive play. You always wonder why players are like, oh my god, ban this now! Oh, this is a troublesome card today. Why does this have this text? Troublesome cards come in cycles. Just because it is not broken today, and it is still very good, does not mean that it won't be broken in the future. Now, it's one thing I've kind of noticed with things like Very Fun Dragon here, is it's a card that helps rogue strategies. And this is where the issue comes in. When you have things like this that rogue strategies want to play to help, progress their game state, that's fine. It's when these cards that aid these rogue decks come into the mainstream light, that's where 95% of our issue lies, alright? In the past, we had Norden, alright? Now, Norden was fantastic for rogue decks. He was one of the best cards for rogue decks to get the ability to get a generic extender out through instant fusion. Skip ahead a little bit, all of a sudden, the best deck in the room, Zodiac, has found a way to abuse this now, and now that card that was helping out those rogue strategies has now superseded its use here, and is now gone with the best deck and extended the place for this deck. And you know what that means? Ah, crap. We broke the format again. So, that's the issue. Like I said, things like Very Fun Dragon, they're okay when they're in Rogue. Like, I was fine with Fright Fur being the one that was playing this, alright? I wasn't over here going, bang, bang, ban it, then, alright? And we started to see Dinosaur kind of start to play it. It was like, well, this is becoming a little bit of an annoyance. Yeah, Miscellaneous Pterosaurus, you have the whole rest of the engine abusing this. And then all of a sudden it's like, bang, bang. Here we are. The virtual world now can make 2 of them. Alright, and I wish I could tell you that 2 VFD is outable. They also have the trap card that pops it, and we've talked about this multiple times. Alright, it's very fun to play against, alright? Because you go, alright, Droplet, and then they go, alright, Calamities. So it's Chainlink 1 Calamities, and nobody's playing trap cards right now besides Virtual World. So like, you go Chainlink 1 Calamities, they go Chainlink 2 Droplet. You just chain the trap, pop the VFD that just activate. Oh, it's resolving in the graveyard. This Skill Drain decks are one of the decks that has done this very same strategy for a while, where you have effects that are on the field that, tribute themselves. You're like, oh, it resolves in the graveyard now. Can't negate it with Skill Drain if it's not on the field. We had the same thing in the past here with Skill Drain decks, actually, versus Gladiator Beast. Gyzarus Chainlink 1 while Skill Drain was face up in the field, and you just book a moon the Gyzarus. Well, it's no longer on the field, it's going to resolve. It's because we've taken... Let's think about this for a second here. Very Fun Dragon, being able to jam its effect. If underneath normal circumstances, you could Droplet, do whatever other negation that you have to stop it, that's fine. It's become the issue at this point now that we have a trap card that allows us to bypass the negations. I think it's kind of one of the problems I have with Yu-Gi-Oh! At this point in time, is we have a lot of these interactions that they weren't intended for your average audience. Alright, so your basic interaction one is activate True King of all Calamities. Basic stuff. Alright, so we've made so many hand traps in this game at this point that we want players to use these cards to stop these cards. Well, that's fine. I open my hand trap. What's the issue here? I'll use it to negate True King of all Calamities. Now we have the 500 IQ interaction here from the competitive community that goes, no. Activate trap card. Tribute monster. Now monster resolve in graveyard. What do? And like I said, that's where the interaction point that causes the issue lies here. It's when you have these, well, we're going beyond what the game intended at this point for interactions, and we 500 IQ'd new ways to abuse these cards. Now in that same limelight right now, Zexal just kind of rotated out of the format. We had Numeron showing its ugly head for a little bit. Now True King of all Calamities rotated in, Zexal rotated out. That does not mean that Zexal is not a bad guy. Oh, no. Zexal is a very, very bad boy, just like True King of all Calamities. But I can imperm negate the Zexal because there's no trap card for you to tribute it in your archetype that supports this card. Not an issue, alright? Zexal is manageable. I just actually played the kitchen sink on stream earlier in the week for everybody to entertain them. And we were talking about imperm. Vintage Values had it every time I played against him, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's an absolute crapshoot when it happens every single time, and there's nothing you can do about it. But once again, when you have that 500 IQ card interaction that bypasses the basic game mechanics of what they've designed so far, that's where our issue therein lies. So, should True King of all Calamities and Zexal be banned? Oh, absolutely. It's never been a question in my mind. But because we have these card interactions like this in the game, that's where the issue comes. Alright, Konami might not want to ban these. I think they should get them out of the game. The sooner the better. But I mean, what do I know? I'm a lonely guy here with the camera talking to you guys on Thanksgiving about troublesome cards. Probably should be banned. So, should we get rid of Very Fun Dragon? Yes. Is it going to happen? I hope Konami takes note of what Virtual World is doing. I hope they're fully aware of this. It's like the 19th time that this stupid card has become an issue. Looking at you, Konami. Alright, you guys are aware of this. You're not dumb. You know that True King of all Calamities is an issue. Please clean it up. Alright, from those of us, the Thunderdome, I would appreciate that. All right, guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And do people actually don't want True King of All Calamities banned? What a group of people, let me tell you. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.